yeah, back home is like the girls, like you
Bitches
gotta,
out here, they gonna pop that pussy.
you got
You him, he gonna pop that.
yeah, like back home you gotta like go like a couple days. You gotta talk for
Yeah,
like
bitch will fuck
lot
you on the
of
first
months.
night. Like you and Chef G. Yeah, they're like Vas, baby.
Yeah, but like
So you told me that you think women are more cheaters than men these days, right? Do you think that Boston women are more treacherous or Rhode Island women are more treacherous, and why?
like Boston women are like, at least at the events that I do is like Boston women are like more grown, or like older. They just
The women?
carry themselves different.
Yeah, yeah.
You can really
I feel that.
like, or like if I see them, they like with their man, or like they like
Yeah.
different. Like Rhode Island is like,
They all single. Even if
Yeah,
they're
they all
niggas there,
single,
they're single still. You better get that 30-second window.
so
of
I'm
getting them.
assuming Rhode Island because they might be like cuffed, but they say they're single in the
They still
club
outside.
twerking,
They
so.
still listening to Mel's outside. Put it in the
And I
pink
feel
to the
like Rhode
stink.
Island girls are like a little crazier, so I feel like
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I definitely feel
What
that.
do you think? You was in there.
You put it back on me. I think what you said is right. I think that Rhode Island is definitely a little bit more. I told you that's why I like Rhode Island more, because they ready to go.
That's why all my guys from Boston come to Rhode Island.
Hell yeah. And we from the bridge. We his cousins from Cambridge, nigga. We from the Harvard Square. We from the MIT area. You got Ivy League friends now.
Smart guys.
Smart guy. Let me ask you this: are you homesick? Do you ever get homesick?
What does that mean? Just
Like homesick? You ever miss home?
Like back home?
Your country, yeah.
Not really, to be honest. Like, I mean, I was there 2 years ago, just hanging out with some of my friends and stuff. But pretty much all my family is here now.
Yeah.
Most of my cousins are here, so
So
it's
you
like,
ain't got shit to miss at home.
yeah. I still have some couple cousins in Albania and Greece, but beside that, right here.
Okay, so how you pulling up on a bitch in Albania? If you gonna try to bag a girl out there, how you pulling up on her? What's like an ideal date night in Albania?
Like the same shit, like really anywhere.
They got clubs and shit. It's the same as that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't think
The nightlife
a
ain't the
club
same.
is a day.
So out there, how do they treat you? Like, they probably treat you like a king out there, because even in America you lit. So like, do they treat you any differently now?
I mean, I gotta go back again, because I mean, this year after we did, after we got nominated, like I did some interviews with some really
Out there?
like big channels over there. So like my cousins that saw me over there, they was like, you know, proud. This
Was
time.
it virtual?
I feel like,
Did you do the virtual
yeah,
interviews?
virtual, yeah.
So you haven't technically been back.
I mean, I was back 2 years ago. I mean, like at least like my city, like the people that I left over there, like they know what I do. They
They know
proud
what's
and
up.
stuff. But this year, when I was actually like in the big channels, like TV channels back home, like that's why I feel like I made my family proud, because like
That's fire.
like they know what I do over here and stuff, but they don't really be in the club and see me.
Yeah.
Or like they don't know how me.
They don't know how you get it really rocking.
But
Yeah.
once they saw me in the channel that they see like
in your
you know, like,
hometown, now they're like, oh, hold
yeah,
on.
they're like, oh, like why are they
Yeah.
interviewing you and stuff? So
Yeah.
like that,
That's
I'm proud
ironic.
with that.
Yeah, that's fire. It's ironic you said that. My mom, when we was doing the podcast shit, my mom was like, "What the fuck is that?" I'm doing the street interview. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing with that? What is
Yeah.
And then now she see me pop up on Barstool, or one of the motherfuckers repost me on TikTok. She's like, "My son."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, like,
Show all her
I'm
friends
doing
and
a little something now. Like, come on now. All right, I'm gonna ask you this: how you feel about the Diddy situation? Do you feel like he innocent, or you think that nigga going down?
I think he's going down.
Yeah.
Everything going on is just so many
So
cases and stuff.
before that happened, you think you would have attended a Diddy party? If Diddy was like, "Yo, come on, Voss, you going?" I ain't gonna judge you.
I mean, nobody knew what was happening over there, so
Yeah, I would have went to a Diddy
like
party.
all celebrities, I would probably went if somebody invited. Like if Diddy invited you before he got
I'm
caught
going.
and stuff. Like,
I'm fucking going.
everybody's going. Everybody was
Just when you invite me, I'm going.
before that, but I mean, I'm sure now if he gets out,
It's over, right?
yeah, nobody's going definitely. But before, like everybody was going.
That's a fact. What you think is like one of the biggest what you think was one of the biggest like challenges for you coming out here, not being from America, trying to jump into the lane of being a promoter and jumping into the hip hop lane? What would you think was one of the biggest challenges that you faced?
Like it's just for everybody, but maybe I mean for me, just coming here, the language 1st.
The language barrier?
Yeah, the language. Just when I came here, I was 19 too, so a lot of clubs I couldn't get into.
Yeah.
And then just a lot of people didn't respond to me and stuff because they didn't know who the fuck
these
you
white
was
boys.
trying to do hip hop shows and stuff. So
how many years you think it took you like to really get your foot in the door and get like kind of solidified? Because now they popping out. It don't matter who the fuck it is. Me personally, I feel like you get fucking Jay-Z in this motherfucker if you wanted to. If you harassed him enough, I feel like you get Jay-Z. Like literally.
I feel like it didn't took me like too long because I was just consistent with it. Like I didn't stop for like I was like every day. I was every day DMing like 100 people every day.
You put your hustle on it.
I was following like I was just following like everybody on IG. Like I'll follow 100 people. Like 10 people follow back. I'm like, that's a win.
Yeah.
And then I was just pull up to different events, network.
Showing your face.
Yeah, just telling who I was, showing them my Instagram. Because I had like a little bit of followers from back home. Because I was like still selling tickets back home. But just networking, just pulling up to showcases. All of this, I was just going on Instagram, just under hashtags like Boston events or like showcases and stuff.
That's fine.
Then I'll just pull up to like places like near me and stuff. And then I'll just DM them on IG, reach out. Like I said, a lot of people didn't give me a chance, which I mean,
they was
I
automatically
take it like
just,
close to heart because it's like okay, like
they don't know
I don't
who
know
you
somebody,
are. Yeah,
you know. So
you didn't take nothing personal. You kind of took it as like motivation. Like, all right, well, you will know who I am.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, because some cases you might take personal sometimes. It's like before you didn't give me a chance, but now you're gonna.
Now they're on your dick. Now they're on your dick.
I'm not gonna lie and act like that.
I was gonna ask you, how do you deal with the motherfuckers that like kind of written you off at first, and then now they're like, yo, God, let me get a ticket. No.
I ain't gonna name ticket, like I don't mind. Like I'll give any promoter a ticket. I'll give any DJ a ticket. It's like as far as like doing like throwing an event with somebody, then it's like,
yeah,
I'm okay.
Because at that point, it's like, yeah, you're not about to eat with me too. Yeah, that's crazy.
Give me a chance to eat with you,
so you can't sit at this table.
Maybe in the future. I don't say no in the future, but
I like your approach as far as like having a show face, because I feel like that's what made our brand build a lot more. Like we started going to your events, we started going to other events, we started doing all this stuff. Me and Boots, we had a plan. We was like, yo, we gotta show our face. That way niggas know how serious we are about our business. Like we came to your events, made sure you know who we was. Even times, remember the first time we went and ran up on you was at Asian Doll was doing your showcase. Yeah. And I think I told you about this shit. Ran down on Asian Doll, and she had to set up our lights and everything, right? Like we was about to get a little quick interview with her. She did a little meet and greet and peeled. At that moment, we could have left it like, man, fuck this shit, like being all mad and shit. Yeah, we got into an argument with, I think, with the door people. They was trying to fight and everything, and I remember like just telling niggas, I'm like, yo, we good, like we good. This is still a W. You feel me? This is still a W. We still met people. You feel me? We built a relationship with you, and from that point, we was like, we just gonna keep it moving. We gonna take the wins with the losses. I think a lot of people don't learn how to do that. You feel me? Like they don't see the bigger picture in the long run. They just look at what they can get at that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if you see somebody that has like consistency, or is like, if it didn't happen this time, like you might just work it out for next time. And stuff like that.
So that's how I look at it.
If something goes wrong, like I don't blame the people that being mad and stuff like that, because it's like if you're like paying money, or if you was expecting something, you won't need to go that way, but things happen and stuff. So
what you think about
handle it the right way?
What you think about ever booking streamers? You never think about booking streamers like DDGs of the world, Kai's, and
I tried booking Kai, but he's not doing parties. Really.
He's not doing parties.
I tried that like 2 years ago.
That'd have been fire.
He started popping up. So
that'd have been fire.
He's doing like parties.
Who's somebody you think you're interested in working with, like moving forward, that you haven't worked with yet?
Like bringing somebody out, or just
just bringing somebody out and working with them.
I mean, I haven't brought like the big guys, so like anybody really.
What you mean you ain't bring the big guys? You brought mad big heads out here.
The A-list celebrities, like the big. I mean,
okay,
the
so
big
you
stadiums.
Still have,
like
you
right
still
now
have goals. You still have goals. Basically, what you're telling me.
Yeah, right now I do like clubs, like concert venues. Like I do clubs, 500 capacity.
Yeah.
Concert venues, big night, like 1,000.
But you looking so for Vas next level is like 30,000 you could sell out.
Yeah, like the big events, like the big guys. I want to have them, but
yeah, we gonna sip together, cousin.
I'm trying to finish the.
All right, so Vas, tell me about your first experience with an American woman when you got here. What was the difference? What was the difference between American women and Albanian women?
mean, like I said, the first thing, because like I said, when I first came here, the language was like a really big problem.
So what you say? Hey, you try to say hey bitch, or you try to say hey ho?
I didn't say bitch. But that's funny because like it was one time, since we're talking about that.
Yeah, we talk about
like misunderstandings and stuff. There was one time that I asked a black girl if that was her real hair.
No, Vas.
And I was,
you can't ask that. No.
And I was in a car with like other people, and like I just didn't get what I said
You
wrong.
didn't know, yeah.
'Cause back home.
Oh shit.
Back home, like
You can ask that.
no, it's just like back home.
You don't gotta ask that
I
back
don't really
home.
see people like wearing wigs.
With
Like
the weave. The weaves.
As far as like, because I was 19, 18 when I was back home, so I didn't see nobody like wear wigs, unless it's like in like a show or something, you know. So when I came here, like, and it wasn't even like offensive or nothing.
Nah, you didn't know no better.
Because she had like really like
all the way down to
beautiful
her
braids
ass.
and stuff like that. So I was like,
That's you?
Yeah, I was like, is it her hair?
We asked that too in our head. We do ask that.
And then she was driving, and then she
snapped her whole neck back, huh?
And
like, what you say?
And everybody in the car was laughing, but I mean, she was cool because like we was all friends and stuff. But like,
so she knew you.
Yeah, like she
knew because Vas, that's a homicide number one right there.
From my friends, she knew me and stuff. So, but I just didn't get what was wrong till they told me like you never ask a girl.
Yo, my fucking guy, bro. Yo, that's some crazy shit. If you had known me, I would have been like, ooh, that was risky.
I mean, in my mind, that wasn't trying to like.
Okay, so
offensive question or anything.
So what are some things about America, like our culture, you kind of adapted to, you kind of learned, like back home it's a little different. Like, what could you say now? Like,
I mean, just in general here, like are like more open-minded. Back home is just
it's stricter.
Yeah, back home is like the girls, like you
bitches out here, they gonna pop that pussy.
You got
you gonna pop that.
Yeah, like back home you gotta like go like a couple days. You gotta talk for, like,
bitch will fuck you on the first night. Like you and Chef G. Yeah, they're like Vas, baby.
Yeah, but like back home is just it just takes a while.
Takes a little longer.
Then you gotta get like approval of parents.
You ain't gotta get approval of parents here, nigga.
Serious and stuff.
You in the crib already. Her pops come over the house. You like, I'm daddy.
Yeah, her parents are never home here.
Oh, parents are never home.
My mama not home. You wanna give me a ride?
Man, your mama ain't never home. Take care of her.
Yo, Vas, you my nigga, bro. You my nigga. We gotta do this shit again, bro. We gotta do this shit again.
I'm here whenever y'all.
We gotta do this shit again.
Fully Loaded is my favorite.
Fully Loaded. You my dog, bro. We would have went to war. We went to war behind you. I'll slap a nigga for you. You know that. I'm still gonna slap them niggas. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this for Vas.
They had my back since the first
since day one.
Did, like 4 years
since
ago.
Day one. Yo, Vas. So I appreciate you for coming through, gang. Let them know the next event you got coming up, so we can make sure to shout that out.
Chef G, April 18th.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have my birthday bash, so that's gonna be like April 11th. We're gonna lock somebody in for that, and
Fully Loaded's in the building.
G Herbo, May 2nd at Big Night. So
we outside, baby.
Appreciate
Thank you for coming through, gang.